I spent 10 years saving every penny to finally afford my dream apartment. Then, one morning, I woke up to loud knocking. It was my dad, standing there with my unemployed brother. He said, "You're letting him live here." I just stared at them, laughed, and walked straight to my closet. My dad looked confused. My brother had that smirk plastered on his face, the same one he wore when he totaled my car at 17 and convinced our parents it was my fault for lending it to him. I pulled out a file folder, 3 inches thick. "Actually, before he moves in, let me show you something." "What the hell is this?" my dad said, crossing his arms. I opened it on the coffee table. Bank statements from 2019. Remember when my brother needed $3,200 for rent or he'd get evicted? I was working 60-hour weeks at the warehouse. Gave him everything I had. My brother shifted uncomfortably. "Dude, I paid you back. You paid back $400. I flipped to the highlighted transactions. Then I found out you spent the full amount at Rivers Casino. Same weekend. Your Instagram stories gave it away. Bottle service and blackjack tables." My dad's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. I moved to the next section. Here's year 2. His car payment. He called me crying. Said they were going to repo it. I covered $890 for 3 months straight while eating ramen and walking to work. I pulled out printed Instagram screenshots. Meanwhile, he was posting from Cancun. All-inclusive resort with his girlfriend. "That trip was free," my brother muttered. "Timeshare thing. Timeshares don't cover your bar tab, but I do apparently." My dad stepped forward. "Okay, so he made mistakes. I'm not done." I flipped to the credit report. "Remember when you co-signed his lease in 2020 and he ghosted after 2 months? The landlord came after you. You were going to lose the house." My dad went quiet. I paid the $6,400 settlement, drained my savings, and my credit score dropped 80 points because the missed payments hit my co-signed utility account. I showed him the before and after. "I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to stress. Guess that was my mistake." My brother was staring at the floor now. The smirk was gone. But here's my absolute favorite part. I pulled out a printed email chain. "Last Christmas, he sent this to his group chat. Called me a tight-ass loser for not lending him $600 for a PS5. I read it aloud. "My brother acts like he's rich now, but won't even help family. Dude's pathetic." My dad looked at him. "You said that?" "It was a joke. I'd been paying his phone bill for 6 months. My voice cracked slightly. "I sent him grocery money twice that fall. I bought his kid's birthday present because he forgot." The room went silent. I could hear the coffee maker gurgling in the kitchen, the hum of traffic outside. My dad rubbed his face. "Son, we're family. Family helps each other." "Family?" I laughed, sharp and bitter. I was 19, working 2 jobs so you could afford his travel baseball. I slept in my car for 3 months at 24 because you refused to co-sign a lease for me. Said I needed to figure it out. That was different. How? How was it different?" My hands were shaking. "He's 30 years old. He's never kept a job longer than 8 months. He's been evicted 4 times. And every single time, I'm the one who pays for it. Not you. Me." I held up my phone, voice steady now. "I finally have something that's mine. This apartment. My name on the lease. No co-signers, no backup plans. I fought for 10 years to stand here." My dad opened his mouth, but I cut him off. "Building management knows you're here. I called them before I opened the door. You've got 60 seconds to leave or I'm reporting this as trespassing." "You're bluffing," my brother said. I dialed, put it on speaker. "Hi, this is Unit 304. The individuals I reported earlier are refusing to leave." My dad's face went pale. He grabbed my brother's arm. "Let's go." "Seriously?" My brother jerked away. "You're just gonna let him now?" They walked to the door. My dad paused, hand on the frame, like he wanted to say something, maybe apologize, maybe guilt me one last time, but I just stood there, arms crossed, face blank. The door clicked shut. I locked it, deadbolt and chain. Then I walked to the kitchen, made a fresh cup of coffee, and sat on my balcony. The city stretched out in front of me, morning light hitting the buildings just right. I thought I'd feel guilty, thought I'd second guess myself, but all I felt was light. 10 years of bending, 10 years of breaking myself into pieces to hold everyone else together. Finally done.